Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Robotron 64. Currently, we are in between 75% and 87.5% completion, because we are approaching wave 175, which is going to mean 7/8 of the game is going to be completed. But for that, we still need to do some work. It would be easier for us to actually reach that part if we simply take the warp that we see over there. Portal that, if we are lucky, might give us 5 levels of skip. But that is something we're not going for. We're going to try to get run over by wings, and that way, in this episode, for the first time in the game, actually drop below our level count with our life count. I know I've been actually referring to that every single episode, but apologies. I think at some point it is still going to happen. It is one of the few challenges I can actually keep myself busy with. Our life count is at the same time really high up, so game overing I don't think we have to fear. And for that reason I actually make a different challenge when it comes to my life count, seeing if I'm able to keep it above my stage count for the entire game. But the difference is becoming smaller and smaller the further we get, and at some point it is going to drop below. It has always happened. Trust me, I've never been able to finish the game with 200 plus lives. I'm not going to count on that happening this time. However, it is still fun to try, of course. Something nice we can actually keep ourselves busy with while trying to destroy robots in the thousands. The point we have already reached a long time ago. Thousands of robots. And yet, there's still thousands to come. More than 30 stages left, and all of them are going to have plenty of these guys, trust me. There's still plenty of grunts to destroy. Once this stage is done, and the next one, we'll be moving on to the next venue yet again, with only 30 stages remaining. First we need to actually get rid of this one. Stages like these are usually mostly a challenge of patience. Once you take care of all of the quote-unquote other robots, the biggest part of the stage is usually just you versus grunts. Like we've noticed a pretty long time ago already. Especially in these later stages, this can actually go on for a really long time. Really testing your patience. Eventually it will stop. None of these stages are infinite. There is an end to the stream of robots. 169, Jetpack Assault. That sounds promising, because that means we're going to get grunts that we can actually destroy in one hit. And our biggest fear is going to be green rings and red UFOs. That was my first death. Stupid rings, especially designed to run over me. Forget about the enforcers that they actually spawn. The rings themselves are a lot more dangerous. Ah, come on. My plan was to actually destroy the UFO before I actually got past him. I was not able to actually do that, as you can see. Get away from me. Tanks are gone, spheroids are gone. Now it's just grunts. And unlike the previous stage, these ones are the easier variants. They require only one hit. This is going to be done quicker. Unless there's even more of them, because of them being easier. The game is going to compensate the fact that these guys are easier to destroy by actually giving more of them. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually worked like that. Of course, I'm not in the position to be able to count them. But I'm not going to be surprised if there's actually more of these guys, because of them being easier. They are the final couple of robots in the octagonal stages, at least. The final bonus stage, which is actually going to take place between wave 179 and 180, might also still be on an octagonal stage, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the final time we're going to be playing on octagonal stages. After this one, everything is going to be rectangular again. Perhaps excluding a bonus stage. I'm not too sure what the final bonus stage is going to be. And those ones are not really that imprinted in my memory. Most of all because of them being repeats from the first half of the game. Not always too sure what the bonus stages are in the second half of the game. But there's still one more to do of those, of course. It's no secret. Alright, with this one finally actually coming down, we reach 170. Back into the void. Fancy looking arena, apparently. Looks like we're going to get Grunt 3 and 4 this time around. It's a combination we don't see a whole lot. Both types of grunts that we actually need to hit twice. Also 2 types of brains. Small guys and the big guys. Not a whole lot of grunts here by the looks of it. Oh, correction. They have a different spawning rate. Still plenty of them. Cleaning up the brains would be nice here. Oh, portal actually appeared in a nice spot. Almost the position where I actually was running towards. That is something that might actually be able to screw over my 100% run of this game. What if a portal actually appears exactly where I am? It did happen with shields already sometimes. We're actually running inside the shield the moment it spawned. What if that actually happens with a portal? Then I'm not going to be able to avoid it and I'm going to warp if I want to or not. Well, let's actually hope that does not happen. Did not actually really think about that yet, but that is one potential danger that I actually might run into at some point. In that sense, I might actually be relieved the moment we pass level 179. Because I am pretty sure, just like in the first half of the game, it is the 60s and 70s waves that portals actually appear. Pretty much every single stage. But after that, no longer. So after we are at 180, we don't have to worry about that anymore. The danger of the warp portals. Their appearance is random. So if they are actually mean enough to spawn one at the exact position where we are, which in theory can happen, then we are pretty screwed. And when it comes to being screwed, there's one other thing that is rapidly approaching. My life count is rapidly approaching the wave count. The difference is only 6. When is going to be the moment they actually meet up again? Stage 171. Therapy is not an option. No, just look at me. I'm a lost cause. Every single psychiatrist I went to, they sent me away again. I'm not savable anymore. Just look at the kind of games I'm playing. There's no hope for me. Grandpa, help me! Give me lives. I fear the moment that the life count is going to drop below the level count. That is a moment I don't want to reach. But it is unavoidable. Just like all of these grunts, they are also unavoidable. That is why they are getting me. Oh. Sometimes stepping back is not a bad idea. These guys actually come from a direction that you're not going to be able to get 2 shots in. And sometimes you need to take a step back to get that second shot in. Man, this is so intense. Just looking at it probably already looks chaotic. So you can imagine playing this, how hectic this actually feels. Very exciting, yet also very tiring. You guys are not going to get me anymore. That was the final time I actually died this stage. The rest of the stage I've got. I just keep telling myself that. And perhaps I might actually be able to. Yeah, I was indeed correct. There we go. That was 171. Deadly Enforcers, 172. Well, the deadliest type of Enforcer in my book is actually the third one. And it looks like, yeah, the big rings are here. They are indeed the Deadly Enforcers. Oh, sorry, Grandpa. It's getting a bit too much crowded over there. Yeah, and I'm getting pinned down. No chance of escape. Ooh, quadruple fire rate over here. Now I'm the mine layer. Sometimes I think it's unfortunate those type of mines actually don't stay around for too long. It's not the kind of mine that actually kills us the moment we run over it, so... Would have been nice if it actually stayed around for a bit longer. But no, that's apparently not how it works. Still a fun and rare item to use. Now, let's see if we can finish this stage. The Enforcers weren't as deadly as the stage actually promised. There were, in all honesty, not really that many. We've had stages where we had more of them. And therefore, they are long gone by this point. Should be able to survive this final part of the stage. Would be nice for my life count. If I'm actually able to stay alive for a bit longer this time around. 178, thank you. The difference is still 6. Gradually becoming less and less. But the fact that it's still 6 after around 6 waves, that is indeed indicating it is going very gradually. In this case, the running shoes also help, of course. It is definitely a world of difference that we are able to move a bit faster than these guys. It is clearly showing because of us not dying all that much anymore. Perhaps even able to get to 179 if we are able to stay alive in this very wave. And there we go. Not the 179 extra lives, but we did actually complete the wave. Eternal Damnation. Oh, even the level names have stopped being nice to us. Oh, I see a lot of green hulks, green rings, green brains. Goodbye, cruel world. Grandpa, I want my 179. You're not going to give it to me, apparently. Okay, goodbye. Getting way too greedy over here. It's actually costing me more lives than gaining them. Whoa, hello. All those purple enforcers. Let's get this ring before even more of them show up. Looks like that was it. Grunts in the first and the third variant. It's an interesting combination. Odd-numbered grunts. Also the hulks and the brains are odd-numbered. It's not the enforcers and the spheroids. Just keep on running circles. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get the chance to get those running shoes at some point. Trying to keep my eye on them. Ow! There we go again. Well, please give me the chance to get my running shoes. The easy start at the reset of the stage. That is always a perfect moment to go for power-ups, if they're still on the stage. It does not take a whole lot of time for the Grunt 3 and 4 to move up to high speed again, especially here on insane difficulty. And did I get killed with 2 grunts over there? Because why would otherwise 2 of them actually stay around after they got me? Okay, that was weird. Anyway, stage is done. 174. Danger. Oh, now you're telling me we're in danger. You could have told me sooner. Let's go gather the family members. Let's also try to gather some rings. Also nice to actually run into those. They are definitely worth a lot of points. Oh, getting them is not always easy. Oh no. I saw that ring down there and suddenly I knew I'm not going to be able to get there. So in my doubt, I actually got killed by a grunt. Now, once again, two types of grunts. This time the third and the second variant. It's interesting how the game is actually interchanging them now. One easy type of grunt, you only have to hit once, and one harder type that we need to hit twice. Oh, boom! Somersault, Eugene! The best way to die! And with that, we are at one difference between our lives and our level count. Today, episode 9 is indeed the moment it is going to happen. The stage count and the life count are going to meet again after being apart for so long. I will try to postpone it for as long as I can. Only the third type of grunt remains, not high in numbers, so this I should be able to survive. Even been able to crank up the difference to 2 again because of it. And here comes another warp portal. Once again, I've been able to avoid it. If I take one of the warp portals now, I'm definitely going to surpass my life count. Because I'm going to be warping 2 or 3 stages. And my life count, of course, won't change. So suddenly that borderline is going to be passed. But no, we're not going to be taking any warps. At least not deliberately. Like I explained at the beginning. It still might happen accidentally, but even those chances aren't very big. Stages are big enough, we can avoid them. Time for Mega Brains. At the 7/8 or 87.5% mark of the game. 175. Plenty of brains. 2 and 3. Enforcers, I'm not scared of you. Let's still try to get this final ring. If I can. Oh, the stupid enforcers are in the way. Thank you, Mom. Another one. And then get pummeled by a grunt. So many evil high-level robots and I get killed by the easy one. Nice. We are still here. Back to 177. Difference is still 2. Luckily, not all that many grunts here, so the brains I think are the bigger threat. Grunts I can avoid. 2 more brains, only the big ones. It's going to be easy. They're stupid enough to follow me around. You call yourself brains. Just look at how stupid you are. Now, final part of the stage is going to be easy. Boom. Done and dusted. 176. Watch the missiles. Quark 3, therefore. There's plenty of electrodes in the stage. This is something we can quickly take care of. Yeah, 4 red UFOs. There's a couple of green ones, so some bugs are going to be chasing me. I can take care of those. I've got a gas gun. Yeah, this is something I did also notice already. On a lot of stages where the 4th type of quark actually appears, and therefore also the dinobytes and the nanobytes. There's also usually a gas gun that the game actually gives you. Boom. Oh, moonwalking grunt again. Really like killing me with moonwalking. It looks like there's only one more tank remaining. I'm able to actually get it. Grunts are a bit in the way. But there we go. Tanks are gone. Now only grunts. It's interesting how there's one jetpack one. And the rest of them all being the 3rd grunt. It's interesting how that guy was able to survive for so long. But now, it is going to be over for you. Poor guy. Let's go finish this one. Final type of robot. All of the robots are now in the same color, because the Hulks are also in that color scheme. Interesting. Approaching 20 minutes, I see at my timer. For some reason I still don't feel like quitting, actually. Today is actually the kind of day that I feel like going on for a bit longer, yet again. To keep the number of stages that I do a bit over 10, if you don't mind. I've actually been doing some calculations and seeing the number of stages that we still need to do. I do like to finish everything off next weekend. Things are getting a bit too repetitive now, I feel, so... I don't want to make any more than 2 episodes after this one. So if I'm able to do an average of 11, 12, 13 waves per episode, I could actually finish it off next weekend, but for that I do want to be at least at level 178, 79. So, even though we are done, and I can see my timer reaching 21 minutes, we're still not going to quit. We're going to do None Will Survive as well. And this number of green quarks I don't feel like actually dealing with, so let's start focusing on those guys first. Otherwise the stage is going to be overrun by bugs. Let's go pick up a shield. I'm not too sure if that's able to actually fend off Dinobites, but let's assume it can. Ow. I didn't even see that grunt walking around there. I was so focused on the quarks and tanks over there that I didn't even see them. But indeed, there's also quarks in this stage. Ah, dang it. Death by missile. It's not happened a whole lot. But there was definitely one. All those high-level robots at the beginning of the stage did propel my life count. But the stage count is also going to increase by 1 again. 178 shiny happy grunts. If that turns out to be a reference to REM, shiny happy people, then I'm definitely happy. Then I know the developers of this game actually have taste. Well, taste they definitely have in the music. You can already see by the background music in this game. Oh. That's the first time I actually ended in a lawnmower. Pretty sure that has not happened yet. Destroy these high-level robots because I need lives. Still like to try to prevent this becoming the episode where I actually equalize my life count and my stage count. I know it is going to happen. That's something I cannot prevent. But I can prevent it happening today. I think this is going to be the final stage that we're going to do. Once we're done with this one, we're at 179. We need to do 21 more stages. Or 22 if you actually count 179. We're going to start at 179, but we're not going to do that on CoinChat, of course. 22 stages, an average of 11 stages per episode in next weekend. I think that's something I can do. Yeah, we're going to stop after this one. 23 minutes after all in the video. Also don't want to make the videos too long. For me this is also tiring, don't forget about that. For you guys it's easy, just clicking a video and watching it. For me, also having to play this, having to talk through it is definitely not easy. Don't underestimate that. But you guys are wise enough to know that, right? Losing energy left and right here. Not just in-game, but also outside of the game. It would be nice if these grunts finally stop appearing. Now that I know I'm going to quit after this one, I'd actually like this to be over. The game I also like to be over. Just a little bit more than 20 stages to do. We've got 1 weekend at a time to do so. Shoot them all! Well, that is a very nice summary of the general idea of this game. Something we've been doing aplenty. Next time, we're going to be able to finish this game, hopefully. See you folks in the finale weekend. Or at least what is supposed to be the finale weekend of Robotron 64. The biggest part of the Robotrons have been dealt with. But there are still plenty more we need to destroy before the world is saved. Treecks out. See you folks in the next one.